So, Pastor Keion Henderson decided to stop by Cam Newton's show. After all, why not? He's on this whirlwind tour. He seemed like he has gotten another breath of fresh air. He's been inflated with more non-authenticity. Just more fake. Methodical, unreal, mechanical. He moves to the beat of the drum that he's been instructed to. I'm not saying, all things alleged, but this is just what my spirit feels about this man. Something just appears to be off. And he appears to be so money hungry that, for me, this conversation, it wasn't really enjoyable as far as that I felt connected. If anything, I felt more disconnected to him as a shepherd of a church. But it was interesting how Cam Newton took a segue into mention Diddy without mentioning Diddy, and he was very careful and calculated. Cam knew what he was doing. How he got off into the subject to talk about T.D. Jakes. Bishop T.D. Jakes, mega church pastor who's been raking in the millions.
And here is the deal. I don't know nothing about nothing. So why am I going to speak about something that I don't know nothing about? Ain't nobody going to drag me in that conversation. Ain't nobody getting no sound bites out of me on that conversation.
Correct.
And because he don't deserve that from me. He don't deserve it from anybody who talking about it. And this is how you know it ain't real journalism. Real journalism asks questions of the accused before they post.
For many years. Now, Pastor Keion mentions that he was at a conference and it was about making money. And if you're not already making $1 million, you need to stop what you're doing. Have all eyes on me, whoever the guest speaker was. Just stop what you're doing. Like, don't move. Don't let a pin drop. Now, I'm paraphrasing, but it was just that serious that person said that they needed their undivided attention. There again, I'm listening to how this man is going on conferences. Now, maybe that's what some people have to do to make their $1 million plus. Because see, the ones that I knew of that became millionaires, they weren't going to no conferences. Okay, they did it some type of way. Okay, so, and do y'all believe like if you do go to conference that the people just gonna let you in and let you know what the secret is? Is it really a secret to becoming a multimillionaire? Do you have to make a choice? Do you have to make a decision to get into that club? But anyhow, Cam went on and segued into it and was very careful. You could tell Keion knew the question was coming. I don't know if it was like pre-rehearsed, but he didn't have much to say. He said, I'm going to answer like how Kamala answered on an interview when she was asked about basically her ethnicity. Next question. Cam said, no, wait a minute. Hold up. Basically, I can't just let you, get off the hook like that. We're going to have to dive a little bit deeper. So, obviously, Cam Newton knows football well enough to deter the question, to take the eyes off of him, to have Cam Newton intrigued about what he's saying about football, because that's something that Cam Newton can definitely deeply identify with, the game of football. But the more Cam Newton listened, got himself together to give an exchange on what Pastor Keion was saying, let him get it out, that's where the major disconnect came in at. Okay, so he said, Pastor Keion said, he didn't get his number when they met at the restaurant because he had just finished going to his conference. But Pastor Jakes pointed him out as they were exiting the restaurant and said, have that young man come here. They talked, or what have you. He said that Bishop Jakes said for him to call him. He said he got home, told his mother about it. The mother asked, did you call him? He said he was like, nah, I don't have his number. But he said he knew somebody that was connected to him that could put him in contact with Bishop Jakes. And he told him how, everything came about. It was verified. Okay, they were put in contact. Make a long story short, he said that is nothing that anybody can say about Bishop Jakes to him, because that man has been good to him. Basically, he changed his life. He changed his life in a monetary way. I noticed that money was talked about a lot. He said that was the mentor that was able to change his life.
And the amount of information that man has poured into me, not just about the Bible. He was there when I closed my biggest real estate deal. He was there when I sold one of my tax companies. He was there when I got a loan. I got a $7 million loan to buy 24 acres. He was there. He was there when I bought 10 acres for $1.5 million and sold it for $3.6. He was there doing all of that at no charge. That's what I thought a father was supposed to do the whole way. So I figured in exchange for him being a great father, I'd be a great son. And I've tried my best to invest in what he's doing, whether it's take hundreds of people to his conferences, support his online ministry, anything that I could do. Because for me, the opposite of lazy love is reciprocity. Like if anybody been good to you, you got to be good to them.
And to teach him some things, show him some things that the local pastor, which was his dad, biological dad, because he does refer to T.D. Jakes as his spiritual dad, his spiritual father, was not able to take him on to the next level. This is a money-hungry machine right here. This man is all about the money, 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 money. And he's forever trying to give a master class on how to make money during a Sunday service or just when he's on somebody's platform being interviewed. This is going to be very interesting how this continues to play out. But my goodness, my Lord, he's barely able to even sell his book for still trying to talk about how to get money. And he still ain't quite got that right, in my opinion, on even how to explain that. Now, yeah, obviously, I guess he's getting money for himself, I guess, because a lot of people be pretending out here. Now, he might be married to Shaunie or Neal, but that's Shaunie's money, as we do know. Maybe he had his reasoning for marrying Shaunie, as I do a lot of times say. There is strength in unity. But the fact that it was like he just kept touching on the external factor. It was nothing that I felt like, okay. It was nothing moving. I'm not saying that they were supposed to have been buddying as far as father, son, to have this dream relationship of take me out to a football game. No, this is a grown, full-fledged grown man that he's giving thanks to. But the main factor that it came down to was money. He said he believes in being good to somebody who's been good to him. It sounds like one of them things. I'll scratch your back. You scratch my back. If you down, I'm going to make sure you got it. If I'm down, I guess you're going to make sure I got it. Because he did say Bishop Jakes was one of the second persons that did give him a check. The Potter's House. He has mentioned that before on another interview. But nowadays, it's not about that old-time religion. It's the today religion. That religion did exist before when it is about money, being lovers of money, what that can turn into. It ain't nothing about there is repentance, there is forgiveness at the cross. There's nothing about that song, give me that old-time religion. It was good for my dear grandmother, and it's good enough for you. It's none of that. The days of communion, when it was being made in the kitchen of the church, prepping for Sunday, the first Sunday, the fourth Sunday, whenever communion was taken. It's no more prep of that. This is a microwavable world. This is an AI generated world. This is a world that is ran by, well, I'm not going to get into that. You can fill in the blank yourself.